Hello once again. You are still with Teacher King David, and we are on quadratics about maximum and minimum value of a quadratic function. So what is a quadratic function? We saw that a quadratic function is y equal to ax squared plus bx plus c. This is our quadratic function. So where this coefficient of x squared should be different from 0, our a must be different from 0. So now, we're going to see how can you get maximum or how can you get minimum point. So the curve of this quadratic function, we call it parabola. So now when for a is greater than 0, we have what we call minimum point. When our a is 0, our curve opens upward. When it opens upwards, it gives us a minimum point. It gives us a minimum point. Where you find that you have like a curve, this is y-axis and that is x-axis. It will open upward. So you find this is a vertex. That is a vertex, which is now minimum point. Our vertex here, you know that it is HK, which is also minimum point. Which is a minimum what? Point. So now, remember here we have what we call axis of symmetry. We have axis of symmetry. And that axis of symmetry, it is x equal to negative b over 2a. So now from there, it opens upward and it gives us minimum point. That is when coefficient of x squared is positive. Then 2, that was like 1. 2, when our a is less than 0. When a is less than 0, the curve opens downward. It opens downward and it gives us a maximum point. So how it gives us a maximum point? For example, if you consider a graph, we have this curve where this is y-axis and this is x-axis. So and it opens downward. So it has a maximum point here, which is a vertex. Our vertex here is HK. And it will give us a maximum point. Vertex is also maximum what? Maximum point. So also remember, this is the axis of symmetry. It is axis of symmetry where it is x equal to negative b over 2a. So now from there, we have two different types where a is positive and where a is negative. And it's showing that one gives maximum and another gives what? A minimum point. So now from there, if you have like those 2 points vertex, this vertex which is maximum point and this vertex which is minimum point, so the maximum or minimum point is also called stationary point. Stationary point. Or we call it turning point. So it means that the maximum or minimum point is called stationary point or turning point. They can use stationary point or they can use turning point to ask a maximum or minimum. So, and also maximum or minimum is vertex. So they can use vertex, they can use stationary point, or they can use turning point. So let us see examples. Let us see examples. Example number one. Number one is saying for the function f of x, you know that f of x is the same as y, x squared minus 3x minus 4. We have a. Find the axis crossing points for the graph. For the graph of y equal to f of x. B, sketch the graph of y equal to f of x and find the coordinate coordinates of the vertex. That is our question. We're going to find, we have a function. You see that the coefficient of x squared here is positive because it is 1. Since 1 is greater than 0, it is going to give us a minimum point because the curve, it will open upward. So find the axis crossing points for the graph y equal to f of x. We're going to find the axis. When they say axis, they mean x-intercept, y-intercept, even the line of symmetry. So B, sketch the graph y equal to f of x and find the coordinates of vertex. So after that, we sketch and we find the vertex. Remember vertex, now it will be minimum because our A is positive, it is greater than 0. So we're going to solve this, we are going to answer this. So we have f of x, which is equal to x squared minus 3x minus 4. So find axis. Our axis, we're going to start with x-intercept. X-intercept is when y equal to 0. So if y equal to 0, so our x squared minus 3x minus 4 will be equal to 0. How many two numbers we can multiply to get negative 4? We add to get negative 3. That is, it is 4. It will be negative 4 and 1. So it will be x squared minus 4x minus x, plus x, then minus 4 equal to 0. To be x out of the bracket x minus 4 plus 1 x minus 4 equal to 0. So that is x plus 1 into bracket x minus 4 equal to 0. I've used the factorization. You can see that x plus 1 equal to 0 or x minus 4 will be equal to 0. So you see the coordinate here, the value of x, if we bring this on here, it will be negative 1, 0, or if we bring that on there, it will be 4, 0. So this is our x-intercept. Our x-intercept, it is what? Negative 1, 0, 4, 0. So what about y-intercept? Y-intercept. Y-intercept is when x is 0. So you see when x is 0, we'll get negative 4. So y will be negative 4. So it means that our y-intercept is 0, negative 4. What else? We are going to look for axis of symmetry. We're going to find what? Axis of symmetry. So let us go to find the axis of symmetry so that we complete axis. After getting x-intercepts, which is negative 1, 0, and 4, 0, and also y-intercept, which is 0, negative 4, we're going to find axis of symmetry. And remember that axis of symmetry x equals to negative b over 2a. And remember our equation is y is x squared minus 3x minus 4. For when you compare with y equal to ax squared plus bx plus c, you see our a is 1, our b equal to negative 3, our c equal to negative 4. So which means that the axis of symmetry x will be equal to negative b. B is negative 3. That is negative becomes positive 3 divided by 2a. A is 1. So the axis of symmetry is x equal to 3 over 2. That is the axis of symmetry. From there, we are going to see how we can find, actually we are done with A. So we're going to do B. We're going to do B. B is saying, sketch the graph and find the coordinate of vertex. So what is vertex? Vertex is HK. How do we find H? H equal to negative B over 2A. So which is 3 over 2. So how do we find K? K is f of H. So it will be f of 3 over 2. So f of 3 over 2 equal to 3 over 2 squared minus 3 into bracket 3 over 2, then minus 4. So it will be f of 3 over 2. The answer is, this is 9 over 4 minus 9 over 2 minus 4. We're going to find the LCM. LCM is 4. That is 9 minus 18, because 9 divided by 2 is 2. 2 times 9, it is 18, minus 16. So we get negative 9 minus 16 over 4. You get negative 25 divided by 4. So which means that our K equal to negative 25 divided by 4. So mean that vertex is HK, our H is 3 over 2, our K is negative 25 over 4, which is their minimum point, because our A is positive. So from there, we're going to sketch. Because they say that we have to sketch. So for sketching, the graph is, we have y-axis and we have x-axis. So remember, we got x-intercept as negative 1, 0, 4, 0. We got y-intercept as, if you remember, we got 0, negative 4. So we got axis of symmetry as x equal to 3 over 2, sorry. So we got vertex equal to 3 over 2, which is a minimum point, to negative 25 over 4. So those are the points we're going to use when we're sketching here. So you see, we have like, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5. So we have negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6. Okay, so now, x-intercept is negative 1, 0. This is negative 1, 0, x-intercept, and 4, 0. That is what we call x-intercept. So we have y-intercept 0, negative 4. It is here. We have axis of symmetry 3 over 2, 1.5. It is here. 3 over 2. So it will be there. So we have vertex 3 over 2 to negative 25 over 4. When you take negative 25 over 4, we're going to get 6 point, let me use a calculator. Negative 25 over 4. Negative 25 divided by 4. So that is 25 divided by 4. I get 6.25, negative 6.25. So negative 6.25 is like here. So it will be, they will meet from here. So this is the turning point. This will be the turning point. So which means that our curve is, because it opens upward, it will be from here to here and it turns from here. When it turns, it goes up in that way. So that is its direction. So this is our curve. So where this is vertex, that's vertex, which is 3 over 2 and negative 25 over 4. So this is x-intercept. So this is the axis of symmetry, this one. It is axis of symmetry, which is x equal to negative, so which is equal to 3 over 2. So this is our curve. I hope you don't have any question about this. We can go to see how you can do another number.